All right, tool number 4. Are they unconditionally kind and prone to feeling guilty for doing wrong? If so, why? So far, all of the signs of trustworthiness we've covered are situational. Can you ask questions? Do words match actions? And does the party to be trusted respond to feedback? But now I want to turn to individual personality traits, specifically 2 different traits known as unconditional kindness and guilt-proneness. Due to both genetics and our life experiences, we all differ on multiple dimensions of personality, including these I just mentioned. But each of us is also more or less generous, open to new experiences, emotionally labile, conscientious, extroverted, and so on. All right, and unconditional kindness is exactly what it sounds like. People who are high in unconditional kindness are generous toward other people, regardless of what those people have or haven't done for them. A careful 2015 study by the psychologists Isabel Thielman and Benjamin Hilbig showed that unconditional kindness showed a moderate significant direct effect on trustworthiness with a correlation coefficient of about 0.33. In English, that means that if you are estimating someone's level of trustworthiness, you should take their level of unconditional kindness into account. The more unconditionally kind they are, the more you should increase your estimate of their trustworthiness. Now, there is a very important caveat to remember here. Anyone who can fake unconditional kindness can exploit this and thus make themselves appear to be more trustworthy than they really are. So use this measure only if you know someone's actual behavioral tendencies rather than merely believing what they say about themselves. The other personality trait predictive of trustworthiness is called guilt-proneness. And it is also pretty much exactly what it sounds like. That is, the tendency to anticipate that you will feel guilty if you do something morally wrong or at least socially unacceptable. As you might guess, people higher in this trait are more likely to be trustworthy, and this may even be a better predictor of another person's trustworthiness than unconditional kindness, though not by much. Okay, so once again, if you can tell for sure that someone is prone to feeling guilt over their moral or interpersonal transgressions, then you should bias your estimate of their trustworthiness upward. To quote a 2018 study by psychologist Emma E. Levine and colleagues, quote, "Be wary of trusting individuals with low levels of guilt-proneness, and ensure that trustees feel personally responsible for the costs of broken trust." And again, it is really important to realize that if someone is trying to manipulate you, he may try to make himself seem both kind and guilt-prone. It's important to remember that overall, these are fairly weak predictors of trust. So unconditional kindness and guilt-proneness should only be used to predict trustworthiness in combination with the other tools described here.